Yo, some of my colors ain't popping. Like I don't know. Maybe I gotta mess with the settings. But either way it go, I just wanna, hey, Thursday night, right? So I know everybody. We got that same game, parlay sweat, no sweat. And if you don't know what that is, I'll show you. Some people have different, you know, values though. But at the end of the day, your parlay. You got to place a 3-leg parlay. $1 or more. You have to opt in. As soon as you opt in, the next same game parlay for that game is the qualifying same game parlay. So for the people who don't know, everybody's bonus is going to be different. Mine is $100. I haven't opted in yet. I'm getting ready to opt in now. But you get $100, 100% bonus bet up to $100. That means if I lose, then I get my $100 back. However, you can bet more than $100. It's just you get 100 of it back. Now I've been waiting on fresh lines. So let me tell you something about fresh lines. Fresh lines just don't apply to. I mean, they apply to all lines. 1 second here, because my now fresh lines they apply to all lines. Okay, so not just the regular lines. It applies to the alternate lines as well. All right. So first and foremost, talking about this game, we have a Jacksonville Jaguars at New Orleans Saints. We have a 39.5 over under. That's a very low total. Okay. Now, so keep that in mind. That's a very low total. Me personally, I do a lot of bankroll builders, and a lot of you all know this, but I'll just tell you this anyway. The same strategy I use for MLB, same strategy I use for NBA and NFL. It's when I do my bankroll builders, truthfully, it's a numbers game to me, and whether I think the player can get there or not, and that's with everything. But still, me any any 3 plus 300s, I mean minus 300s will equal plus money, no matter how you look at it. Okay, so quick examples here. I could just blindly just go and pick anything. Let's starting off with the receiving props here. I could take a Michael Thomas. Now let me see. I can take a let's see. Okay, let's see. Okay, this might be some examples right here. Nope. Evan Ingram. Let's take a Evan Ingram minus 390. Let's take a Calvin Ridley. Mm, okay, let's take a Michael Thomas 4 receptions, and then let's take a Alvin Kamara 3 receptions. Okay, that's plus money right there. That's plus 122 as you can see. Okay, let me beef that up for you guys. Boom. That's plus 130, 122 as you can see. As you can see, that's a minus 320 for Michael Thomas, a minus 360 for Kyle Kamara, and minus 390 for Evan Ingram. In most cases, you can take three minus 400s and make a plus 100. It's all mathematic, math to me. All right. And I'll find me three little spots what I like and I'll jump on it. Now, I'm probably 2 of 6 when it comes to hitting these no sweat same game parlays. It's so I always seem to throw myself under the bus. And that's fine. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Somehow I find a way to make the money back on Sunday or some shit like that. However, um some of these two offenses can be concentrated. You can look at so I'll show you guys my initial because now when I say fresh lines, when I mean fresh lines, these alternate lines that I was just showing you, they're gonna move right along with the other lines. Here's a perfect example. And line shopping is major key. So one of my favorite plays is probably my favorite play is going to be Calvin Kamara, um, over 27 and a half receiving yards. Okay. So Calvin Kamara, just off pure volume, I want to say, let's see. Hmm. Alvin Kamara. All right. So, um, his 3 games he's played, he's had 3 receptions or more in each and every last one of those games. The yardage he's hit this number two of his 3 games. New England, could have made a case for it. I mean, it was a 34-0. You could look at the score there. All right. Tampa Bay was a fake tough defense there, and Houston, it is what it is. All right. However, the volume is there for him. I couldn't talk you off his rushing and reception props, but rushing and receiving props. But I'm looking solely at the receiving receiving yards right now. Now, looking at and I'm looking to attack this Jacksonville Jaguars defense through the air in general, because looking at some of the let me plug up my so because looking at some of the numbers and things of that nature here. This is one of the fantasy sites that I do look at, but it can't translate over to betting. This is just a fantasy site because I do play fantasy as well. But this Titans defense as a whole, I mean, this Jacksonville Jaguars defense as a whole versus the quarterback position, they're number one at completions, at giving up completions, and attempt passes. They're number one. Yardage, I don't know about yardage. Giving up yardage to the quarterback position. They're number 2 in giving up yardage to the quarterback position, and I don't think they get interceptions. You can look down here. Well, they do get interceptions, but that's neither here or there. Passing touchdowns to the quarterback position, they're top 10, and so on and so forth. Okay. Looking at the running back spot here. Um, hmm, Receptions. That's what I was looking at. Okay, so they're top 3 in giving up receptions to the running back at 39 on the season, I want to say. Targets. They're top 3 in targets. Yardage, reception yards for the running back. They are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, top 6 or 7, something like that. What about touchdowns to the running back position? I wasn't looking for him for a touchdown, so they are in the bottom half in that area. So either way it go, the receiving area looks good, for receiving back there. Wide receivers. Looking at the wide receivers versus the Jaguars here, looking at the receptions here, they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, top 10 at 10th, and receptions there. Targeting that defense, they top 10 is targeting that defense. And reception yardage, they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and reception yardage. Okay, so on the season and touchdowns, I'm not really looking for nobody for no touchdowns, but they are 6th in giving up touchdowns to the wide receiver spot, and that is at 7 right now. However, I'm not going to look at the red zone targets and touches and things of that nature right now. But that's what I'm looking at now. I haven't looked at the New Orleans Saints side of things, and I'm getting ready to look at the New Orleans Saints defensively, but they're definitely a better defensive team than the Jacksonville Jaguars, I want to say. All right. Uh, like I said, this total is not sexy here. We got an over under of 39.5 here, but it is what it is. Now, as far as this same no sweat same game parlay here, like I said, you're gonna have to have minus, final odds of it has to be plus 400, plus 450, plus 400 or more. All right. Now, I haven't pulled the trigger. Now, my initial build, because these are fresh lines, even the alternates are gonna move. We know where we at. I wouldn't wait. I wouldn't wait because the line money is getting ready to come in. More money is getting ready to come in for the alternate folks. A lot of folks that bet the straights, they got there. They got there already. You know what I'm saying? With Kamara and stuff like that. They got there already, with the 27.5 and stuff like that. Actually, Kamara opened up at 28.5. This went down on FanDuel, and I think his receiving prop on PrizePicks is up at 31 and a half, I want to say. Let's take a quick look before I give you guys this build here. Receiving yards. Alvin Kamara is 31 and a half on PrizePicks. Money been coming in a while ago on him. And then on the books, like I said, on the books it's 27 and a half. So that's a big time discrepancy there. If you have the luxury of playing on the books, I would just take it on the books. Like, why would I be taking it on PrizePicks? Unless you want to ladder him. And I think I think there's instances where you can ladder him as well. 27 and a half on the books right here. On PrizePicks, you're gonna get it for 31 and a half. That's a whole 4 yards. You guys know how valuable those yards are, okay? Now, I can say all this shit I want to, and the shit just won't pan out the way I say it does. All right, but either way, my initial build for my same for my plus 400 was Alvin Kamara at 25 receiving yards. Okay, and we also get a 50% profit boost, and I'm going to use that too. Now, another guy who I did want to talk about was Travis Etienne. Travis Etienne is in play, especially from a receiving standpoint. For me, just about just having them, how they want to move the ball, whatever the case may be. But I'm looking at him in a different aspect here. I'm going to look at him from a bankroll builder standpoint. However, uh, receptions, he's got 3 targets or more in every game, 2 catches or more in every game. His receiving prop is sitting at His receiving prop is sitting at 20 and a half, I want to say. Travis Etienne, his receiving prop is sitting at 22 and a half. He's hit this number, let's see, once, but he got 22. Wait, yeah, he got 20. No. No. Let me stop. He's hit this number 1, 2, 3 times, 3 out of 5 times to this number. This team, they got some mouths to feed. You have Kirk. They have some mouths to feed. Let me go to the depth chart. They have some mouths to feed, and guys like ETN, Ridley, Kirk, Zay Jones is out, so that solidifies Christian Kirk's numbers for me. So you got to really get there, or gives Evan Ingram a bump, and he's another mouth. We got to feed him as well. So they got some mouths to feed. Offense should be concentrated, meaning we know where the ball is going and things of that nature. It's just a matter of fact that how many points and how gritty of a game you think this is going to be, because the numbers look good right now, but the game can be gritty, grimy, and just ugly. You know what I'm saying? So I do have love for Travis Etienne at 22 and a half reception yards. These are a couple of my favorite plays. Now, Michael Thomas, I like the 51 and a half for him. I really do. Big possession receiver. He's shown the ability to get there. He's gotten there quite often. He's lingering around that number all season long. Reception yards in the area of 45. He's hit this number. I would say, I mean, it's 51 and a half. That's a 50 right there. I'll give him the push, all right? I'll give him the go. So I just say he hit this number in every game except for 1. So, I mean, technically 3 out of 5, but, and then the targets are there for him. He's had 4 receptions in every game except for 1. No, every game he's had 4 receptions or more in every game and 8 targets. No, 7 targets in every game except for 1, 7 targets or more. Yeah, I like Michael Thomas. Good enough for an alternate as well. And Chris Olave, like I said, these guys, the usual suspects, they're in play. So, so what I'm looking at here, I'm gonna continue to make this plus 400 build out. I had my initial was Thomas at 40, um, Olave at 40, okay, and okay, I had him. Kirk at 25, Ridley at 25. Now Kirk and Ridley, those guys are 100% to the 25 yards on a season, and ETN alternate receptions at 2. Okay, that's a +5. No, but I can get them mixing and matching and taking some of these guys down. But at the end of the day, these numbers they are going to move. Okay, so this can be a base. You know what I'm saying for your plus 400 same game parlay, whatever the case may be. In fact, I'll tell you this. All right, for the profit boost, 50% profit boost. I'm gonna play this, okay? I'm gonna play this for the 50% profit boost. Let me make sure I did not opt in yet, okay? Let me make sure. Okay, it doesn't say I opted in here on my laptop. Let me make sure I didn't opt in on FanDuel on my on FanDuel on my sports books, because if I opt in to my no sweat same game parlay bet, then that means it will have to, okay, I haven't opted in. That means this will qualify. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to 50% profit boost this, the 771, and I'm going to put my odd change on there. I'm going to put $26 and I'm going to put, I think I'm going to put $36 and 38 cents on this, okay? On this parlay. Let me see. 26, that's 25. 25.38. Okay, with that boosted, there, I'll bring back a total of 195. I think that's reasonable. You know what I'm saying? So there you have it. All right. So I'm a bump that. I'm gonna bump that for my profit boost. Okay. Since I went on ahead and builded it out, let me place this bet here. Bang. You know what I'm saying? So you know what is they talking about, man? I was inactive for a long. All right. Let's log back in. Y'all don't look at my don't look at my mm. Now don't forget what I told y'all. All them alternates or whatever the case may be, boost that back. Oh my God. Verify. This bet might hit. Why they trying to get me to verify this and verify that? So I gotta get a new location check. Oh my God. I just all right. So either way it go, listen, let me get this issue fixed here. All right, I'm putting it on my phone. However, uh yeah, that's what I'm looking at right there, okay? That's what I'm looking at. All right. So remember, any 3 minus 300, whatever the case may be, will equal you plus money. Let's win the day. The mission is to profit and not deposit, man. All right. That being said, guys, peace out. Okay. Peace out.